Hello, everyone. I just wanted to record another video of Eckhart's. This is from a talk called Freedom from Thought. What I found interesting, and this is something that we have been discussing during group meditation. We've even watched or shared a video by Rupert Spira on who is King Lear and John Smith. John Smith is the original us. And Eckhart has used different ways of expressing what is our essence identity. And I found this video of Eckhart's called Freedom from Thought extremely impregnated with that wisdom of what is our essence identity. So let's watch it. And then maybe something comes up and I say something about it, but here it is. Thank you.
To an external object of either visual or auditory or a thought in your head, in the same way that you do that, can you give attention right now to what it feels like to be you? What does it feel like to be me? What is the essence of me? What is it? So I'm asking you now to direct your attention to something that is not as obvious at first as something like you say, look at this. When I say, give attention to the feeling of yourself, to this, what it is to be you, the essence of this I-ness of yourself. It's intangible. You can't say, now, I've got me now. And it's not, because everything else is separate from you, it seems. But if you give your attention to that feeling of yourself, it's very intangible. But if you get, right now, if you get the sense of what it is to be yourself without remembering your past, because that is only things that happened. It's not the essential you, things that happened to you in the past, or whatever is going on in your life, not right now, but in your life situation, is not really you. It changes all the time. But what is something that underlies all that, that was there already when you were a child? This sense of beingness, that is. And that's a very strange thing, but it's also quite liberating. It's a wonderful thing to be able to sense that and to direct your attention rather than continuously to external things or to the stream of thinking, one thought after another. There is another dimension for your attention that most people overlook their whole life, and not realizing that is the most beautiful and the most powerful part of your life. And it's people live as if it didn't exist. So if you can feel it as I speak, direct your attention to that intangible thing or no thing that is yourself, that is your presence, that is the beingness of you, without needing to remember nothing to do with your past, nothing to do with your position in the world, whether you're a VIP or a non-VIP in the eyes of the world, completely insignificant, nothing. And that's an amazing thing. That is another what I usually call stillness or spaciousness is really that deeper dimension of yourself. Stillness is not something that is foreign to you, that is separate from yourself. It's the most essential thing about yourself. That's why I said in Stillness Speaks, the little book, you're never more truly yourself than when you are still. So to sense this feeling of I-ness, your essentials, being you, the moment you look for it with your attention, you become still. You can't even start looking for it unless, at least for a few seconds, you become still inside, which means you're not thinking, but you are sensing within. Your attention goes somewhere else. And then the strange thing you notice, when you can't really analyze it, but let's look at it as if we could. When you become conscious of yourself, you're not really become conscious of anything. When you become aware of the feeling of yourself, the sense of I, there is no longer a subject that is aware of an object. For everything else there is. Whenever you give attention to something external, there is the subject and the object of your attention. When you're aware of a thought also, there is the subject that is aware of the thought, or an emotion arises in you and you feel the emotion, and so there is the subject that is aware. And you say, I can feel the anger, I can feel the sadness, I can feel the joy, I can feel the love, whatever it is. But there's a subject and object. But when we talk about directing your attention to the essential feeling of being yourself, you can't really have an object and a subject anymore. Subject and object merge into one. So that which you are aware of as yourself is the awareness. And so you have become self-aware.
This analogy he has actually used in this recent talk of his, which is, this is year 2022, and he just had a retreat in Sedona named The Light of the World. The analogy he uses to express this essence of who we truly are. And I found this very beautiful. Who is it when we say, I am angry? Who is the I? It almost is like how Rupert Spira says, on whose behalf are we experiencing this experience of anger? What is this sensation? Remove the sensation or remove the thought, then who is the I on whose behalf we are experiencing this? And that gives us this experience of what is our true identity, our true formlessness, that stillness. And I found this like so beautiful that I had to record it and have it available for all of you members. Thank you so much.